Good evening. My name is Dr. Bill Buron. I'm the director of the School of Nursing at the University of Tulsa. Welcome to the University of Tulsa School of Nursing pinning ceremony. This evening we are gathered to honor our 2023 graduates and celebrate their successful completion of the 4-year Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. I would like to begin by recognizing our community of university and college administrators who are with us this evening. Please stand when I call your name. Provost Dr. George Justice. Interim Dean Dr. Ron Walker. And Interim Associate Dean Dr. Cassie Ean. We are grateful for our university and college administrators who consistently provide the support we need to offer ongoing high-quality nursing education to a growing number of nursing students who are completing a variety of undergraduate and graduate nursing degrees. Thanks to each of you for all you do. Next, as we approach Nurses Week next week, I would like to introduce many very special nurses who are among us this evening. First, I would like to introduce my esteemed full-time BSN faculty colleagues. Will you please stand? Thank you for treating each of the students with the highest level of dignity and respect, and for maintaining a model culture that greatly supports and enhances the highest quality teaching and learning environments. Next, I would like to recognize TU School of Nursing alumni. Will you please stand? We often hear that our nursing students and alumni are the best, and we cannot produce enough. Thank you for your ongoing positive representation of the TU School of Nursing, and thank you for being here in community to support our newest graduates. And finally, I want to welcome our newest BSN graduates. Will the graduating class of May 2023 please stand and remain standing? I want to thank each of you for the dedication, passion, and perseverance that it has taken to be here this evening. You made it, and we, your families, and your friends are extremely proud of you. Congratulations. Please remain standing, however. Now will the entire TU nursing community, all faculty, including cohort faculty, alumni, and all nurses affiliated with TU, please stand. As you can see, our TU nursing community is large, engaged, and very supportive. And tonight, we want to welcome our newest graduates into this community. Thank you all, and happy Nurses Week, and soon to be nurses here this evening. We really appreciate all of you. Finally, let's all stand and give our 2023 nursing graduates a big round of applause. You may be seated. Next, I would like to give you a little background regarding tonight's ceremony. First off, this is no ordinary pinning ceremony. The graduating class before you represents our 50th year of graduating baccalaureate prepared nurses at the University of Tulsa. During this Golden Jubilee year, I hope that all of our 2023 nursing graduates will return home for the 50th year School of Nursing celebrations during TU Homecoming 2023. And we will be asking you over and over again to please return. The nursing pinning ceremony is a formal and long-standing traditional ceremony of nursing schools throughout the United States and other parts of the world. The pinning ceremony is rich with tradition and symbolism. It is a rite of passing from student nurse to graduate nurse and initiation into the sisterhood and brotherhood of nursing. It is considered a high honor to meet the requirements for participation in the nursing pinning ceremony. With this pinning, you join the highly respected profession of nursing and will ultimately be entrusted to care for patients and others as a professional registered nurse. There is an increasing demand for RNs and advanced practice registered nurses. And as a TU nursing graduate, we know that you will bring outstanding and unwavering knowledge, skill, empathy, respect, and enthusiastic service to your future patients and interprofessional healthcare teams. As a TU nurse, we expect no less. This evening, in addition to the components of the traditional pinning ceremony, we will present student and faculty awards and hold a brief induction into Sigma Theta Tau Zeta Delta at-large chapter of the International Honor Society of Nursing. I would now like to invite Dr. Wayland, Director of our BSN program, to the podium.
It is my pleasure to offer a few remarks on behalf of the undergraduate nursing faculty to celebrate our BSN 2023 graduates. Today is the culmination of years of hard work, including, but not limited to, early morning clinicals, late night study sessions, marathon 4-hour lecture blocks in 5464, and of course, care plans galore. You have worked tirelessly to reach this point and have demonstrated your commitment to the nursing profession through your dedication, tenacity, and your passion for helping others. Your faculty is wildly proud of you. We are ready to enthusiastically welcome you as colleagues into our wonderful profession of nursing. The faculty of the University of Tulsa School of Nursing take great pride in preparing our nursing students to practice at the highest levels. Our faculty are first-class nursing scholars who work and who are experts in their areas of practice. They work tirelessly with passion, dedication, devotion, and empathy to prepare our students to enter the profession of nursing. I'm honored to work with all of them, and we all agree that teaching a subject that you love to students who share your passion is the best job in the world. I would also like to recognize our clinical cohort faculty that have played a significant role in helping to prepare our BSN graduates for practice. Clinical cohort faculty and administrators, would you please stand as I announce your institution? Ascension St. John's Medical Center, St. Francis Health System, should have paused longer, and Hillcrest Hospital South. Thank you for providing our students with rich clinical experiences, your nursing expertise, and mentorship. Your valuable partnership plays an integral role in creating a bright future for nursing. Thank you. As we celebrate this momentous occasion, I want to remind our graduates, nursing is not just a job, but it is a calling. Nursing requires compassion, honesty, integrity, and a commitment to lifelong learning. You will provide care for people at some of the most vulnerable and difficult times in their lives. Remember to always carry the values you learned at TU into your nursing practice. Treat people with dignity and respect. Serve as an advocate for your patients, and strive to make the world a better place. Once again, congratulations to our graduates on your achievements. We are so very proud of you. Thank you for trusting us to play a part of your nursing journey, and we can't wait to see all that you will accomplish. Congratulations. We'll now invite Professor Sharon Willis and Professor Christy Covey to come to the podium to announce the faculty and student awards.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. It's my honor to present the Daisy Nursing Faculty Award tonight. The Daisy Foundation was established in 1999 by members of the family of Patrick Barnes, following his death at the young age of 33 from complications of an autoimmune disease called idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura, in short, ITP. The family wanted to find a way to turn their grief into something positive and do something that would honor this very special man, Patrick. So shortly after his death, they came up with DAISY. It's an acronym for Diseases Attacking the Immune System. As the family brainstormed what the DAISY Foundation would actually do, they kept coming back to one positive thing that they held on to during Patrick's 8-week illness: the amazing care that he and his family received from Patrick's nurses. Even when he was completely sedated, the family was so impressed by the clinical care his nurses provided. They were overwhelmed by the nurses' level of compassion and kindness that they brought to Patrick's bedside day in and day out. And as a result of their experience, the Barnes family believes that nurses are the unsung heroes of our society, who deserve far more recognition and honor than they receive. So they created the DAISY Award, specifically to say thank you to nurses. Over the years of running the DAISY Award for extraordinary nurses, the DAISY Foundation has come to learn that despite the many pressures on nursing faculty and preceptors, nursing faculty have a profound impact on the future practice patterns of their students. Many students talk about hearing their professor's voice in the back of their heads, even years after they graduate. These dedicated nursing faculty members often do not receive appropriate recognition for the effect that they have on their students, on patient care, and on the professionalism of nursing. The DAISY Faculty Award was established to provide schools of nursing a national recognition program that they can use to demonstrate appreciation to their nursing faculty for their commitment and their inspirational influence on their students. That being said, I would like to tell you a little bit about this year's award nominee. The award nominee is admired by all Hillcrest Hospital South cohort students. She has been extremely instrumental in the development of this cohort as our program has progressed. She brings years of nursing expertise with an outstanding and inspirational gift for teaching the next generation of registered nurses. This is demonstrated by her ability to translate difficult content for students who are struggling with content. Students tell us that She makes clinical learning fun and engaging. I was able to obtain a few comments from several of her students. One of them said, "She was the most helpful, kind, advocating clinical instructor I have ever had. She greatly improved my clinical experience, and I truly learned a lot from her." Another one said, "She is such a caring and encouraging woman, incredibly intelligent, compassionate, and fierce in her nursing work. I could not have asked for a more supportive and wiser preceptor to start us on this journey." Another one said, "She has been an important figure in helping my confidence throughout clinical and beyond. She's so kind, compassionate, and patient. I have enjoyed every moment." Another student said, "Why is she a great person? Look, I've only got a month to study for the NCLEX. If I start listing reasons why she's a fantastic individual, I'm maybe going to only have a day left to study." So she's been a major factor in my nursing knowledge. She is one of the most trustworthy and amazing people to talk with, and always has something kind to say. Always encouraging, never fails to give good advice. And she's genuinely a ray of sunshine and such a joy to work with. She is a source of positivity that both helped me grow in my nursing experience and helped me feel comfortable with advancing my knowledge in the field. And she's someone that I highly respect and I think is a great resource for all students to have. Another student said, "She's one of the most caring, supportive professors I've ever had. She's always positive and lights up any room she enters. She wants what is best for us and will do anything to help us get there." She has been an amazing leader and advocate during my clinical experience at Hillcrest South, an amazing teacher, an invaluable member of the Hillcrest South cohort. Throughout our time at the facility, she has been an incredible resource and ultimately a great mentor and friend. And finally, she is an amazing teacher and mentor. She is the nurse that I aspire to be. Well, here's the big moment. Drum roll, please. The honoree for this year's award is Tara Walawa. Will you please come forward, Tara? Now it is my pleasure, and on behalf of the TU School of Nursing and the Daisy Foundation, to present this award, this certificate, this pin, and sculpture. You're so welcome. Can you stand here for a moment?
Yes.
Okay, I have a few more things to say. So a little bit about this sculpture. The Daisy Foundation wants you to have this as a symbol of your recognition today. It's called a healer's touch. Each piece is hand carved by the Daisy Foundation, by artists that work for them, and they come from the Shona tribe in Zimbabwe. This beautiful design was chosen not only because it so sensitively depicts the unique relationship nurses have with their patients and teachers have with their students, but also because the Shona people hold their healers in a position of great importance to the community. They feel about their traditional healers the way that the Daisy Foundation and we feel about nurses and the special people who educate them. There are now at least 14 artists that are carving these sculptures for Daisy nurses and Daisy nursing faculty. This is their only work, and with this money that they earn from the Daisy Foundation, some 500 people in these artists' extended families are supported. The Barnes' family tell us that what this means to them is that the extraordinary work that nursing faculty and clinicians are doing in this country every day is reaching across the world to these very gifted Shona artists and literally helping to save their lives and their families. So remember that whenever you're just doing your job and not doing anything special, you are influencing a student nurse who is or will be making a positive difference in a patient's and their family's life. And you are making the world a better place. You are special. And the Daisy Foundation salutes you and honors you. This is our small way of saying thank you for all of the work that you do and the students you inspire on a daily basis. In closing, we want to give a special thank you to the students and the faculty who nominated our recipient today. This award doesn't happen unless you take the time to write the nomination, and it means a great deal to you that you care enough for Tara Walawa to do this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, please welcome Professor Christy Covey to the lectern as she presents the student awards.
Okay. I have the honor tonight to award two of our students. Tonight, the first award is going to go to the School of Nursing Highest GPA Award. It is common knowledge that nursing is a difficult major. I'm sure everybody can agree. It requires hours of dedicated studying for very difficult tests and lots of hard work. Therefore, the nursing student with the highest grade point average deserves special recognition. This student also shows professionalism and great critical thinking skills. This year, I'm proud to announce the nursing student with the highest TU nursing grade point average is Brittany Daniel. The next award is the Outstanding Student Award. The Outstanding Student Award is a student selected by the faculty. It is a student who displayed high-quality academics combined with excellence in clinical nursing. The student is also active in both campus organizations and School of Nursing activities. Some of the comments made by the faculty include: she shows professionalism, critical thinking skills, and compassion. She is extremely bright, determined, and is very involved in the TU community in the Tulsa area. She was involved in volunteer work with the homeless population and underserved community in Tulsa. She attended a national conference and presented her humanitarian efforts. She is passionate about social determinants of care and on the influence of underserved populations. This year's winner is Aliyah Khabib. Both of these students will have their name added to a plaque that will be displayed at Oxley. Next, please welcome Dr. Sherilyn Hill and Professor Holly Tipton as they announce the Sigma Theta Tau inductees.
Good evening. My name is Sherilyn Hill, and it is my pleasure and honor to serve as the current president of our Sigma chapter Zeta Delta at large. I first want to congratulate each of you. I'm so proud of you. Can't wait to see what you guys are going to do. I know you're going to make a huge difference. Thank you, guests, also for coming to help celebrate this moment. I want to take this opportunity to introduce my Sigma team members and the chapter leaders who are here with us this evening. Will you please stand when I call your name? Dr. Cassie Ng, our immediate past president. Professor Holly Tipton, our TU counselor, who is already standing. Professor Teddy Courtney, our treasurer. and Professor Christy Covey, our secretary. Thank you for your service to our chapter. You may be seated. And now if Dr. Cassie Ng will join me on stage. She did not know this is coming. Dr. Cassie Ng has been our past president, and she carried Sigma through COVID and has kept us alive and thriving. And it's been a longstanding tradition for Sigma to honor their past president with a pin. So I would like to give this gold pin from Sigma that says immediate past president to Dr. Cassie Ng. For more than 90 years, Sigma has been recognizing and celebrating excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service within our nursing profession. Sigma members are leaders at every level of our healthcare industry. The Society extends membership to students who are in baccalaureate or graduate level programs who have demonstrated superior academic achievement, academic integrity, and professional leadership potential in nursing. Our membership includes top-notch nursing executives, clinicians, educators, researchers, policymakers, and even nurse entrepreneurs. Those being named tonight are among this distinguished group as they are nursing students who have met or exceeded these rigorous standards required to receive an invitation to Sigma. You truly deserve our congratulations for your commitment to excellence.
Please come forward as I call your name to receive your cords and certificates of acceptance. Ella Barrowman. Caitlin Cava. Emily Daylor. Brittany Daniel. Braden Hart. Daesung Joseph Kim. Once again, I'd like to congratulate you on your commitment to excellence. Please join me in congratulating our newest inductees. Thank you. Please welcome Dr. Nyadong for the introduction of our speaker.
Good evening, everyone. It's a beautiful day. I am honored to introduce our highly esteemed speaker for tonight, Professor Alicia Sickfield. She's an accomplished CV-ICU nurse for 20 years and a community activist who has significantly contributed to the nursing profession and the community. She's a TU alumni and a lifelong Tulsan. Professor Sickfield has served our community in different capacities. Board member at St. John Broken Arrow in 2014, and now the chairman of Ascension St. John Community Hospital Board. Throughout her career, she has demonstrated commitment to excellence and dedication to positively impacting the world. This has landed her the opportunity to serve numerous nonprofit organizations as a committee member. And with schools like Monte Cassino, Casher Hall, Street School, and Southern Hill Country Club, just to name a few. She's a well-sought-after speaker and she still practices as a CV-ICU nurse at Ascension St. John. Prior to this, she worked at the Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas, Texas, and Memorial Hospital in South Bend, Indiana. So, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Professor Sickfield. Thank you.
What an awesome welcome by my cohort students. Okay. Good evening, family, friends, and graduating class of 2023. My name is Alicia Sickfield, and I am an adjunct faculty member for the Ascension St. John Clinical Cohort, and also a class of 2003 graduate from the University of Tulsa Nursing School. This year, as Dr. Buron said, the university is celebrating a big milestone of 50 years since the first graduating class from the nursing program. And as I just mentioned, I am celebrating 20 years since I graduated from this program. When Dr. Buron called and asked if I would be the keynote speaker tonight, I was in awe and speechless, and I'm pretty sure I said, "Does that mean I have to write a speech?" He said yes, giggled a little bit, and asked if I would share with you what the university and the nursing program meant to me. I decided it would probably be best if I did jot down some notes and write a little speech. Otherwise, I'd be up here all night talking about how much I love TU, the nursing program, and my time when I was there. So first, I'll give you a background. I started out in TU in the fall of 1998. I'm from Tulsa and always knew I wanted to go to TU. So that's the only school I applied to, and luckily I got in. And I don't think that you can get away with doing that nowadays, but I was lucky. I started school that fall not really knowing what I wanted to be when I grew up. I had an interest in taking care of people, and I had a high school job in a surgeon's office, so I knew I was okay with blood and guts, but I still didn't know what I wanted to do. One day a friend of mine was talking about being in nursing school, and I thought, that kind of sounds cool, maybe I should do that. So I applied for the nursing program and I got in. Unfortunately, I found out at that time that the TU nursing program starts sophomore year, and I had just completed my sophomore year. I was looking at that time and adding another year of college, and at first this seemed really devastating, and I thought my mom would kill me. But I managed to really enjoy all 5 years of undergrad, so it worked out okay. My graduating class in the nursing program was very small at that time. I think that we only had about 12 or 13 students, but even with that small group, we were a very diverse group. We had guys and girls, a student from Africa, students in the band, Division I athletes, Greek and non-Greek students, and even a couple of moms beginning a second career. And as different as we all were, we formed a bond that, in my opinion, you can only have when being in nursing school together. If anyone ever asks me what it was like going to TU, I tell them that TU is a campus where all different types of students from all different backgrounds hang out and become friends. I also talk about our small class sizes and how accessible our professors were. I personally cannot imagine going to a huge university, sitting in a big lecture hall, and going through some of the courses that you have to take when going through nursing school. At TU, you get that small lecture feel, and you're also able to go and talk to a professor once class is over. A bonus to the friendly campus and small class size is the bond that my classmates and I formed while pursuing our nursing degree. For all non-nursing majors out there, let me just give you a few examples of what strengthens those nursing school bonds, and we've already heard a couple of these already. What other major has a 4-hour lecture that starts at 8 a.m., now on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but when I was there, it was Mondays and Fridays, and that was way harder. What other major do you have a class for 8 hours a day, twice a week? And when else do you have to show up for class at 6:15 in the morning? Did you know that they don't even call school closed for school days before we get to the hospital at 6:15 in the morning? Which, by the way, was a very big topic of discussion the last 2 spring semesters that I have been adjunct for TU. The way my students talked about the weather, watched the weather reports, and constantly texted me the percentage of snow that's going to be coming on clinical day, I started to think some of them were minoring in meteorology. But in all seriousness, through these early start times, long hours, late nights, taking care of patients together, practicing skills in the skills lab, and then sharing stories about your accomplishments in clinicals, you have all formed a bond that I believe no one else on campus gets to have. In 20 years, when you're my age, you'll still be able to share stories of nursing school with your classmates and remember it like yesterday. Again, like I said in the beginning, I could talk about going to TU all night. I loved my time at TU. I had the opportunity to be a cheerleader while at TU. I met my husband, Terrell, at TU, and earned a degree in a profession that I love. I always knew that when I could, I wanted to give back to the university because the university had given so much to me. This brings me to my first opportunity to give back. I moved back to Tulsa in 2007 to get married, and someone from the athletic department reached out and asked if I would be head coach of the Spirit Squads. I told them absolutely I would do this. This was just one of the programs at TU that gave me so many opportunities and introduced me to so many people. I couldn't say no. When I started coaching, I realized not a lot had changed since I graduated. So I made it my mission to grow the program and make it something students on campus wanted to be a part of. The entire time I coached, I never took a salary. Instead, I used my head coach salary to hire other coaches to be on my staff and added it to my budget for uniforms, warm-ups, shoes, and equipment. During that time, I also made it my mission to increase the salaries for the future head coaches and assistant coaches and increase the budget to ensure that new uniforms, warm-ups, shoes, practice clothing, and equipment were able to be purchased every year. I can say that the coaching staff now has competitive salaries to other teams in the area. They also receive benefits through the university, and in my opinion, are the best outfitted squads in the state. I was the head coach of the co-ed cheer, pom, and mascot for 5 years. During this time, I also worked full-time as a nurse. I had 2 toddlers and a baby on the way. Eventually, late night practices, traveling on the weekends was not doable for my young family, and so I passed the torch to another great coach. In 2013, I was presented with my second chance to give back to the university. A friend in the development office called and asked if Terrell and I would be interested in providing a scholarship for an undergraduate student. We took a little time to talk about it and quickly said yes. The best part about providing a scholarship is that we got to set the parameters on how it would be given out. Terrell was lucky to go to college on a full athletic scholarship, being on the football team. But my cheerleading scholarship was only $500 a semester. $500 didn't even cover my books, even in the olden days. So we decided to make our scholarship a Spirit Squad scholarship, and in addition to that, make sure it was a Spirit Squad member who was in the nursing program. Every year when we get the packet in the mail telling us about the student receiving the scholarship, it makes my heart so happy because I am confident that this student is getting opportunities that he or she will carry with them for a lifetime. And now we come to my third opportunity to give back to the university. This is when I was asked to be adjunct faculty for the nursing school. I really had no idea what I was getting into when I accepted the position, but Mary Westbrook, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, had a great sales pitch, and so I said yes. The spring of 2022 was going to be my first semester to teach clinicals. I was assigned to the St. John cohort to teach a senior leadership clinical with a group of only 5 seniors. One cold January morning, I headed into Oxley for a meet and greet with my new students, followed by an orientation for adjunct faculty. And Amy Rice was there with me. I left that orientation on the verge of throwing up and crying. I immediately called my husband and I was like, I think I should quit. I am way in over my head. I felt so intimidated and I didn't know what I could possibly contribute to this program or their education. Luckily, Terrell calmed me down and convinced me that I would regret it if I didn't at least give it a shot. Now that I've completed my 3rd semester being adjunct faculty, I cannot imagine not being in this position. This is my current opportunity to give back to the university and a program that gave me so much. I hope that my students last year and this year would say that I have contributed to their clinical experience in a positive way. But no matter what, I can honestly say that they have all contributed to my life in the most positive way. It is so exciting for me to see when things start to click, when a subject they've been learning about in the classroom shows up in real life on a patient. And the best is when I would get a text or have a student find me on the floor, usually Haley Marriott, to tell me that they've performed a skill for the first time and I got to see how excited they were. That sparkle in their eye and their desire to go out and make a difference was inspiring and refreshing. I was constantly telling them, please don't lose that excitement. Don't fall into the norms of taking shortcuts or doing the bare minimum, but instead continue to be the leaders that I know that they are and go the extra mile to do things the right way, the best way, and the TU way. Okay, I know you all have plans for tonight, so I'll wrap it up because we have a lot more to do. But I hope that you all have enjoyed your time at TU as much as I did. I know you were all headed in different directions, and a lot of you even out of state. But I do hope in your own way, a few years down the road, when all the dust is settled, that you're able to share in your own unique way, a way to give back to the university. I can't tell you what that will look like or what everybody's opportunity will be, but it'll be different than mine. And I know from experience that when you give back, you will get back way more than you have given. Thank you again to the university, the faculty and staff of the nursing department, and especially my students for allowing me this opportunity to give back and be a part of the next generation of nurses that I truly believe will be the ones to make a difference in healthcare. And before I leave you, I just have a small prayer, and I keep this on a little prayer card on my clipboard that I have at work that I wanted to share with you all, you guys. Dear God, I'm about to begin the day's work. Teach me to receive the sick in your name. Give to my efforts success. It is your work, and without you, I cannot succeed. Grant that the sick you have placed in my care may be abundantly blessed, and not one of them be lost because of anything that is lacking in me. Help me to overcome every temporal weakness and strength in me, whatever may enable me to bring sunshine of joy to the lives that are gathered around me day by day. Make me beautiful within for the sake of the sick and those lives which will be influenced by them. Thank you very much. I would now like to invite Dr. Whalen to come up and talk with us about the history of the nursing pin.
The history of the TU School of Nursing pin that I'm reading tonight was written by Barbara Martin. Barbara Martin was the first graduate of the TU School of Nursing 50 years ago and was a longtime and beloved faculty member. She wrote these remarks in 1985, however, they are still relevant and meaningful today. Pinning has long been a tradition whereby societies and religious orders recognize those who have met the special requirements for membership. The purpose of the pinning ceremony is to formally signify an agreement to join with similar persons for a singleness of purpose. The pin of a particular society typically portrays the values or special characteristics of the order. And much like the other society pins, our School of Nursing pin is crammed with symbols of tradition and heritage of the University of Tulsa. This pin, which is pictured on the front of your program, is the pin of TU's first graduating class of nurses, the class of 1973. In 1972, the school held a contest for the pin's design. This pin design, submitted by the juniors, class of 1974, won the school contest, getting the most student votes. At first glance, the pin seems simple enough, but a closer inspection reveals many messages. The University of Tulsa began as a Presbyterian school for Indian girls in Muskogee, Oklahoma in 1882. The star at the top of the pin represents the 5 Indian nations for whom the original school was established. Over time, the Presbyterian School for Indian Girls changed its goals, direction, name, and location. In 1894, that year is inscribed at the bottom of the pin, it became the Henry Kendall College. The original building of this new college was located where Chapman Theater now stands. And the bell from that building is currently housed in the cupola at Bayless Plaza and rung by proud graduates. In 1921, the first official seal of the university was designed bearing the words wisdom, represented by an open book, faith, represented by a cross, and service, represented by a star. The seal combined the symbols of our original purpose and commitment to education. The words wisdom, faith, and service are inscribed on the pin under the star. The colors of the pin are blue and gold. The original colors of the university were black and gold, then were changed to blue, crimson, and gold in 1942 by President Pontius, who thought the new colors were more suitable for celebrations. In 1972, TU became a fully accredited major university. That year, the year the pin was designed, the lamp of learning, which is embossed in the center of the pin, began to appear as an emblem on various university structures and interdepartmental stationery. That briefly describes the historical symbolism of the pin. We enjoy the most what we work the hardest to earn, and we know that you will enjoy wearing your pin and remember your alma mater through its symbols. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Angela Dotson and Dr. Sherilyn Hill to the stage for the pinning of our BSN graduates.
Ella Barrowman. Ella is being pinned by her parents, Larissa and Richard Barrowman. Ella has accepted a position in the adult ICU at Ascension St. John in Tulsa. Ella would like to thank her parents, Larissa and Richard, and her sisters, Emma, Nora, and Lexa, for all their love and support. She would like to thank her friends and her boyfriend for making her college experience so fun and helping her laugh through bumps in the road along the way. She wants you to consider this a renewal because she will undoubtedly need all the same love and support throughout these first few years of her professional career.
Allison Paige Carter is being pinned by Kim and Shane Carter. Allie has accepted a position in the Pediatric and Women's Health Post-Op Unit at Ascension St. John in Tulsa. Allie would like to thank her parents, Kim and Shane, and her brothers, Blake and Evan, for their endless love and support through all the crazy years of nursing school. She would also like to thank her friends and their constant support and all the fun memories. She is where she is today thanks to all of their love and support.
Caitlin Cava. Caitlin is being pinned by Karina Cava. Caitlin has accepted a position in the Neurotrauma ICU at Medical City Plano in Plano, Texas. Caitlin would like to thank all of her friends and family who have been there for her throughout nursing school. She would not have been able to make it without them, and she's excited to start the next chapter of her life with their support.
Grace Judith Cox is being pinned by Nancy Musco. Grace has accepted a position in the Pediatric Critical Care at Cook Children's Medical Center in Fort Worth, Texas. Grace would like to thank her family and friends and owes her success to their love and encouragement. She would also like to thank her coworkers at Hillcrest South for sharing their knowledge and kindness with her. Grace is excited to begin her career as an RN and is grateful to her loved ones for helping her along the way.
Emily Claire Daler. Emily is being pinned by Martha Daler. Emily has accepted a position in oncology and hospice at the University of Kansas Health System in Kansas City, Kansas. Emily would like to thank her parents, Jeff and Kara, for instilling and encouraging a heart of nursing at an early age and being patient when she was determined to grow to be a farm animal. She would also like to thank Christ Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, for entrusting to her a set of skills and a vision of need within the world, to use nursing as a way to service the hurt and the lost. She is forever grateful.
Brittany Renee Daniel is being pinned by Dr. Cassie Abbott Ing. Brittany has accepted a position in the cardiac ICU at St. Francis Main Hospital in Tulsa with the future goal of a doctorate degree. Brittany sincerely thanks her parents and her family for their unwavering love and support, which has motivated her throughout her journey. She is especially grateful to her sister Kinsey for always being there to lend a helping hand. A special acknowledgement is owed to Dylan for his patience in dealing with all of her emotions and demonstrating his unconditional love towards her. Gracie and Kira, her roommates, have been her pillars of strength and sisters away from home. Brittany also acknowledges her mentors and supporters at the University of Tulsa, especially Dr. Ng, Dr. Hill, Dr. Dotson, and Dr. Buron. She is forever grateful for their guidance, encouragement, and wisdom. Lastly, she expresses her gratitude to all of her nursing friends and relationships at the university for their invaluable support and encouragement. Thank you all from the bottom of her heart.
Mary Ruth DeFrancisco is being penned by Chris DeFrancisco. Mary has accepted a position in the neonatal ICU at Medical City Hospital in Dallas, Texas. Mary would like to thank her parents, Chris and Sarah, her sister Anna, and her extended family and friends for supporting her over these past few years. She would also like to thank her instructors and professors for setting her up for success in her future nursing career. She is excited to start this next chapter of her life and career working at her dream job in the neonatal intensive care unit.
Allison Marie Dixon is being penned by Lexi Warren. Allison has accepted a position in the ICU at Hillcrest Hospital South in Tulsa. Allison would like to thank all of her professors from the School of Nursing for providing her with the best education to help her be as prepared as possible going into this next step as a registered nurse. Allison would also like to thank her entire family for their consistent support and encouragement, even from so far away as Connecticut and California. Allison would not have been able to make it through nursing school without all of those mentioned and present today, who have continued to support her through everything.
Amanda Marie Espy. Amanda is being penned by Jenny Scroggins. Amanda has accepted a position in the medical ICU at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa. Amanda would like to thank her parents for all their love and support throughout nursing school. She is especially grateful that her parents did not let her drop out of school after beginning the program sophomore year. She would also like to thank all of her friends for being a second family and filling all her study breaks with laughs and good talks. Lastly, she would like to recognize Jenny for being the best nursing buddy and best friend she could ask for. We did it.
Haley Flute is being penned by Mary Flute. Haley has accepted a position in the intensive care unit at the Cherokee Nation W.W. Hastings Hospital in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Haley would like to thank God, her family, friends, and Cordell for being her biggest fans throughout nursing school. She could not be half the person she is today without y'all's support.
George Joseph Habib. George is being penned by Dr. Cassie Abbott-Ng. George has accepted a position in the Pediatric and Women Health Post-Op Unit at Ascension St. John Hospital in Tulsa. George would like to thank his parents and his family, especially his mom and sisters, for all the prayers they did before every nursing exam. Also, he would like to thank his sister Rita and his brother-in-law Sam for all the support they provided for him to achieve his goal. George would like to thank all his nieces and nephews for the motivation that kept him going. He wants to thank his friends for all the encouragement the fun memories, the late-night study sessions. Finally, he would like to thank all his nursing faculty who guided him to get to this moment.
Rachel Grace Hamill. Rachel is being pinned by Catherine Barnett. Rachel has accepted a position in the Pediatric ICU Children's Hospital at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa. Rachel would like to express her gratitude to her family, friends, and fiance for their unwavering love and support throughout her studies at TU. She is also thankful for her track coaches for believing in her and committing to her education. To Terry and Keith Hamill, Rachel is forever grateful for their sacrifices they have made throughout her life to make her dreams into a reality. The care she will give to each of her patients is a reflection of the care you first gave to her. The success is just as much yours as it is hers.
Braden Matthew Hart is being pinned by Sophia Hart. Braden has accepted a position in the ICU at Hillcrest South Hospital in Tulsa with the future goal of attending graduate school. Braden would like to thank his family and friends for supporting and encouraging him through nursing school. He would like to express his gratitude and love to his family for inspiring him to intensely care for others, just as they have done for their loved ones. Braden would also like to thank the TU faculty for pushing him to work hard and achieve his fullest potential in the classroom and the clinical setting. He is excited to start his career with Hillcrest South and is looking forward to being a part of their community.
Nicolette Lee Hurd is being pinned by James Hurd. Nicolette has accepted a position in the telemetry unit at Hillcrest South Hospital in Tulsa. Nicolette would like to express her gratitude to her wonderful and loving parents and sister for their continuous support during nursing school. The ideals of working hard, chasing one's goals, and following one's aspirations were instilled in Nicolette by her parents and her sister, for which she thanks you. She acknowledges her aunts, uncles, and family for serving as excellent examples and sources of inspiration. She's worked really hard and is incredibly eager to begin her career and move forward in exciting new opportunities. Without her friends and family, Nicolette would not be standing here today.
Natalie Ann Johnson. Natalie is being pinned by Lydia Johnson. Natalie has accepted a position in the Neuro ICU at St. Louis University Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri. Natalie would like to thank her parents, Rick and Lydia, for their unceasing support. She could not have done this without them. To her sisters, Addie and Catherine, she thanks you for phone calls full of laughter and encouragement. To her grandmother, Adrienne, she thanks you for the prayers and affirmations that carried her through hard times. To her extended family, she thanks you for leading by example and inspiring her to achieve great things. And to her friends, she will always cherish this time spent with you. She loves you all. We did it.
Aliyah Kabi is being pinned by Dr. Sherilyn Hill. Aliyah has accepted a position in the post-anesthesia care unit at St. John Hospital in Tulsa. Aliyah is very grateful for her friends and family's support during her time in nursing school. She would like to thank her mom, Kathy, and husband, Kadim, for encouraging her through difficult moments throughout college. She's looking forward to this next chapter in her life and is excited to give back to the community in which she was raised.
Daesung Joseph Kim. Daesung is being pinned by Esther Kim. Joseph has accepted a position in the emergency department at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa. First of all, Joseph would like to give thanks to God for providing him throughout college. Even at times when he felt alone, God was always watching over him. Joseph would also like to thank his friends and family for their support and encouragement throughout nursing school. He is grateful for his parents' sacrifices to come to the United States to provide a better life for their children. Additionally, he would like to thank all his professors who were tough on him but taught him things he needed to succeed.
Sarah Lees. Sarah is being pinned by her children, Trey, Ella Kate, Scarlett, and Francie. Sarah has accepted a position in the ICU at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa. Sarah would like to thank her children, her parents, family, and friends for all their love and support through her journey at the University of Tulsa. She would also like to honor her late sister, Rebecca, for giving her the motivation and courage to go back to school to be a nurse. Danielle Claire Llewellyn. Danielle is being pinned by Dr. Sherilyn Hill. Danielle has accepted a position in the adult ICU at Ascension St. John in Tulsa. Danielle would like to thank her mom, Kathy, dad, Chris, brother, Zach, fiance, Hayden, Stephanie, David, family, and friends for always loving and supporting her throughout nursing school. Also, she would like to thank Teddy and Bean for all the love and snuggles. She would not have made it through this without you all. Danielle is excited to start this next step of becoming an ICU nurse.
Olivia Lee Martin. Olivia is being pinned by Lee Ann Martin. Olivia has accepted a position in the emergency department at Parkland Hospital in Dallas, Texas. Olivia would like to thank her parents, family, and friends for their endless support. She would not have made it through nursing school without them. She wants to thank her mom for the amazing example she set of what a nurse should be. Olivia is excited to take the next step in her nursing career at Parkland, the same hospital where she was born at and where her mom has worked as a pediatric nurse practitioner for the past 29 years.
David John McGregor. David is being pinned by Dr. Sherilyn Hill. David has accepted a position in the orthopedic unit at Hillcrest South in Tulsa with the future goal of becoming a DNP. David would like to thank his parents for their ongoing support during this time in nursing school. He would also like to thank the faculty and staff of the nursing program for their loyal support throughout his nursing school career. He is excited to start this next step at Hillcrest South and cannot wait to see what the future holds for him.
Becca Brianne McLaughlin. Becca is being pinned by Cassie Galvez. Becca has accepted a position in the emergency department at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa with the future goal of becoming a flight nurse. Becca is ecstatic to begin this next chapter in her life. There are a few people Becca would like to thank for getting her through the moments of doubt. Her mom for supporting her in everything she set her mind to, giving her the confidence to go for what she wants and work to make it happen. Her father for teaching her self-discipline, that every person has a value and the secret to living is in the giving. Her big sister, Cassie, who has always been a friend, sister, and second mother. Lastly, Dr. Hill, who has made her office a safe space for tea time.
Haley Danielle Marriott. Haley is being pinned by Dr. Cassie Abbott-Ing. Haley has accepted a position in the Neuroscience Pediatric Unit at St. Louis Children's Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri. Haley would like to say thank you to her family and friends for the love and support throughout nursing school. Her mom, Nicole, has been one of her biggest motivators, and she is forever grateful. Haley is also thankful for the faculty who have always believed in her and pushed her to her fullest potential. She's grateful for her time here at TU, and she is so excited to start this next step and journey into her nursing career.
Olivia Grace Michaud. Olivia is being pinned by Michael Michaud. Olivia has accepted a position in the Neuro ICU at Hillcrest Medical Center. Olivia would like to thank her family for continually supporting and helping her achieve her dreams. She would like to express her gratitude to her parents that have taught her to never give up and to keep pushing when times get tough. She would like to thank her sister Eliza and brother-in-law Matthew for being the light she needed in her life throughout college. She would like to thank her brother Nathan for unconditionally loving her and cheering her on as if she's Tom Brady. She wouldn't be standing here tonight without their support and encouragement.
Lanvi Nguyen. Lanvi is being pinned by Myvi Nguyen. Lanvi has accepted a position in the medical ICU at St. Francis Hospital. Lanvi would like to thank both her parents and brothers for the support they have provided through nursing school, and to Myvi Nguyen, her sister, who is now exhausted from hearing the countless nursing school complaints. She would also like to thank her classmates, especially V. Pham, who's been her #1 cry buddy at 3 a.m. in the morning, and to her professors, especially her clinical instructors, who always wanted the best for their students. Lastly, Lanvi would like to thank everyone who celebrated the fruits of her journey, standing at the sidelines cheering her on.
Jamie Nichols. Jamie is being pinned by Antonia Sakalari. Jamie has accepted a position at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Jamie would like to thank her mom for her constant love, support, and encouragement during nursing school, her family and friends for their support through this difficult journey, and for being here today. Finally, she would like to thank Antonia, Lexi, and Rachel for their inspiration, guidance, and many answered questions. She is excited to begin her next journey in Nashville, Tennessee this summer.
Kyle Patton. Kyle is being pinned by Susan Melton. Kyle has accepted a position in specialty cardiac ICU at St. Francis in Tulsa with the future goal of military contracting. Kyle would like to thank all of his family for the support. He's ready to start working as a nurse and gaining experience. He still can't believe he made it through TU, but he's glad it's finally over. He also wishes the best for all of his classmates and is glad that he got the chance to suffer with all of you.
Portia Purley. Portia is being pinned by Lexi Warren. Portia has accepted a position in a nurse residency program at Dell Seton Medical Center in Austin, Texas. Portia would like to thank her family for their unconditional love and support these past 4 years. She is especially grateful to her parents for the endless encouragement and for always believing in her. Portia is excited to see where this next chapter of her life takes her.
V. Pham. V is being pinned by Hung Pham. V has accepted a position in the medical ICU at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa. V would like to take this opportunity to thank her mother, father, and little sister who have always been so supportive of her journey through nursing school. She would also like to thank her fellow nursing classmates, especially Lon V, Caitlin, Joseph, and David M., who have always been through her side through thick and thin. She will always cherish the laughter, the tears, the 1 a.m. study sessions that they shared together. Lastly, to the professors of the TU nursing program, V truly appreciates your time and patience. Thank you very much and have a great evening. Olivia Grace Rack. Olivia is being pinned by Dr. Sherilyn Hill. Olivia has accepted a position in the step-down unit at Hillcrest Hospital South in Tulsa. Olivia would like to thank her family, friends, and the TU faculty for all of their support.
Cassidy Nicole Rother. Cassidy is being pinned by Lisa Rother. She has accepted a position in the adult cardiac ICU at St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa. Cassidy would like to thank her siblings, grandparents, and especially her parents, Pat and Carrie, for supporting her throughout her time in nursing school and being her biggest cheerleaders. She would also like to thank the late Whitley Ryan for impacting her life and showing her what true passion is. Cassidy hopes to bring the same joy to those in her care as Whitley brought to those around her.
Jenny Kate Scroggins. Jenny is being pinned by Brandy Scroggins. Jenny has accepted a position in the emergency department at Hillcrest South. Jenny would like to thank her mom for her countless love and support throughout the program. She would also like to thank her best friends, Amanda, Lauren, Corey, Aaron, and Olivia, for listening to her complain and cry throughout all of nursing school.
Matthew Great Sexter. Matthew is being pinned by Dr. Scott Sexter. Matthew has accepted a position in the Cardiac Intensive Care Step-Down Unit, 1 Specialty, at St. Francis in Tulsa. Matthew would like to honor his father for the countless nights spent tutoring him and his fellow classmates ahead of the 5-4-6-4 exams, and for his mother for the endless loving encouragement these past 4 years.
Macy Renee Streller. Macy is being pinned by Colby Streller. Macy has accepted a position in the adult ICU at St. John Hospital in Tulsa. Macy would like to thank the people who have poured into her life throughout the last 4 years. Any successes she has reached was because of the people who loved her. She would also like to express how grateful she is to be afforded the privilege of keeping the promise she made to her late father, that she would someday be someone he would be proud of and to finish everything she started. It has been the joy of her life to keep his memory alive in this place.
Isabel, Grace, Catherine, Steady. Isabel is being pinned by Alexis Warren. Isabel has accepted a position at Barnes-Jewish Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri. Isabel would like to thank her mom, Mandy, and dad, Jeremiah, for their encouragement throughout nursing school. She attributes much of the joy that she takes in nursing to the love and values that her parents have instilled in her. She would also like to thank her little sister, Charlotte, for letting her go to college despite it getting in the way of sister bonding time. Isabel feels incredibly blessed to have gone through nursing school with the classmates and friends that she did, and is so excited to be moving forward alongside them.
David Tanglin. David is being pinned by Richard and Darla Tanglin. David has accepted a position as an OR circulating nurse at Hillcrest South. David would like to start off by saying how richly blessed he is to be here with everyone attending tonight. He is so thankful for his parents, both of whom were in the medical field and have encouraged him in his studies, as well as inspired an interest in healthcare. He wants to thank his sister, while being younger than him is a phenomenal example of dedication to being a good person. Finally, he wants to thank each of his peers who have both struggled and succeeded in the nursing program in order to be here with him this evening.
Harrison Tyree. Harrison is being pinned by Peggy Tyree. Tyree has accepted a position in the bone marrow transplant unit at Barnes-Jewish Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri. Harrison would like to thank his parents, his grandparents, and his twin sister for seeing him through the nursing school and help him take his next step in life.
Kira Vanderweely. Kira is being pinned by Michelle Vanderweel. Kira has accepted a position in labor and delivery at Genesis Medical Center in Silvis, Illinois. Kira would like to thank both of her parents for supporting her during nursing school and her journey as a college athlete. It has been an overwhelming process, but she is so grateful for them to keep pushing her to do her best no matter what she is facing.
Sailor Wilkinson. Sailor is being pinned by Lexi Warren. Sailor has accepted a position in the Oncology Floor 3 South at St. Francis in Tulsa. Sailor would like to thank her parents as well as her friends for continuously supporting her no matter what. Without their love and support, she would not be here today. She would also like to thank all of the wonderful nurses that have served as role models to her, to show her what it really means to have both passion for your job and compassion for your patients. She looks forward to her future and becoming like the nurses that she has always admired.
Congratulations, seniors. Let's take one more opportunity to congratulate. It is now my honor to welcome to the podium Mr. George Habib, the senior class representative, to read the Nightingale Pledge.
Graduate and nurses, please rise for the Nightingale Pledge. In full knowledge of the responsibilities I'm undertaking, I promise to care for my clients with all the knowledge, skills, and understanding I possess with regard to race, color, creed, politics, social status, sparing no effort to conserve meaningful life, to alleviate suffering and promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious belief of all patients under my care, and hold in professional confidence all personal information entrusted to me. I will refrain from any action which might endanger the quality of life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and to give my support and cooperation to all members of the adult with full awareness of my limitation and limitation. I will do my utmost to maximize the potential of my nursing profession and to uphold and enhance its standards. You may have a seat. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Zumwalt for our closing remarks.
I think it's important one more time for the graduates. Everybody up and give them a big hand of applause. Couple housekeeping items. When I'm done here, we will have our recessional. So the faculty and the students will recess out. So as we prepare to do that, when I'm done, please stand in honor of them. The faculty will recess out, followed by the students. And we will be joining you all downstairs for cookies. I think it's lemonade, water, and refreshments. So please bear with us and be patient. Now, I promised myself you wouldn't cry. This is for my allergies. Here we are and here I am, and you thought you'd had my last lecture. So I hope I do Dr. Gaston proud. There are two types of heart failure. As I mentioned yesterday, there are 4 flavors of shock. There are pink puffers and blue bloaters, and there are 2 kinds of nurses. There are those that will stagnate, and there are those that will grow. There are those that will despair, and there are those that will bring healing in the most challenging of circumstances. Those that see the next patient and the next day on the schedule and sigh, and there are those that will cultivate and grow the next generation of nurses. It does take time to get you there. Benner says it best, there is novice to expert, and you will find yourself fitting in that plan along the way. And that requires some confidence in yourselves and the time that allows for experience. And just when you're comfortable, along comes the realities of healthcare in this country, the complex patients that come to you as a train wreck because of our primary care situation. There you will be confronted by overwhelmed and confrontational families who are beside themselves and taking it out on everyone. There will be short staffing, there will be moral distress and ethical dilemma, there will be demanding and grumpy providers, there will be inept management and toxic administration. But there are 2 types of nurses. With any luck, your time here at TU has transformed your life, not just educated you. Even the mathematician Gauss believed that the act of learning and not the possession of knowledge granted the greatest enjoyment. You are now a different person because of the choices you made some 3 to 4 years ago, filling out your application in nursing school. You have the start in developing what Carper calls the 4 patterns of knowing in nursing. So here's my final lecture on theory. There is the empirical pattern of knowing. That is the science, and that is what we can measure, and that is what we can observe. These are your vital signs. These are your lab values. These are the things that you see on the skin of your patients, the urinary output. This is what you learn in the textbooks. There's the ethical pattern of knowing what is right, what is just, and our profession guides this through our code of ethics. There is the aesthetic pattern of knowing what is the here and now in the situation in front of you with your patient and how you will proceed as a clinician. This is the ultimate evaluation and synthesis that you will come to become quite comfortable with. And finally, there's the personal pattern of knowing. How does my story, how does the accumulation of my experience as a nurse and clinician inform my practice and the healing that you will bring to nursing? Nursing, as you know, is both a science and a social endeavor. Some may call it an art. You will one day have your own stories to share, as I have. But again, there are 2 types of nurses. You will either remember what brought you here and why you chose nursing and truly live nursing every day, or you will punch in, punch out, complete your tasks, your checklists, close your charts, and ultimately deprive your patients and yourself of the fruit of your labors that has brought you to this point here. So, be kind to yourself, your patients, and your colleagues. And when it's time and you're ready, pay it forward. Teach the next generation, remembering how you got here, what brought you here, and what keeps you going. So in closing, goodbye, good luck, Godspeed, wash your hands, and remember, you'll never go wrong by starting with airway. Good luck.